Now at 5, a weekend summer music festival ends tragically with the deaths of 3 people. Good afternoon. This is the Ktla 5 News at 5. I'm Courtney Friel.
And I'm Mark Mester. Mike and Cher have this evening off. The 2 women and 1 man who died attended the Hard Summer Music Festival over the weekend. This happened in the city of Fontana.
Ktla 5's Christina Pascucci is live for us at the Auto Club Speedway where the concert was held. Hi, Christina.
Hi guys, hey Court and Mark. We've just learned the identity of the 3 people who lost their lives per the coroner's office. We have Derek Lee, 22 years old. He's from San Francisco. 21-year-old Alyssa Dominguez of San Diego, and also 22-year-old Roxanne Na of Cheeto Hills. And while it could be weeks before the toxicology reports are out, this highlights what's been a very serious issue and concern and a highly criticized event. This was the first year that the Hard Summer Festival came here to the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. They saw record attendance. In past years, it was held at the LA County Fairgrounds in Pomona. But last year, 2 women died of ecstasy overdoses, including a 19-year-old student whose parents are now suing Live Nation, the company behind the event, as well as the Pomona Fairplex and LA County for negligence and their failure to stop rave attendees from distributing drugs. The LA Times reports there have been 24 drug-related deaths across the country in the past 10 years of people who attended raves organized by LA area companies. So this year's hard music rave here at the Speedway, we know roughly 10 people at least were rushed to the hospital for medical emergencies. 3 of them tragically died in what's described as completely separate events. One of them, per the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, 1 was found unresponsive, 1 experienced a seizure, and the 3rd is believed to have had chest pain in the moments when 1 was called. San Bernardino County Sheriff's spokesperson Jody Miller, she talks about the massive law enforcement presence out here who tried to control the crowds.
Typical event, there was over 147,000 people that attended. We had 370 deputy sheriffs from San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department assigned to that music festival. There were 325 arrests made. It's my understanding that the majority of those arrests were all for narcotics.
San Bernardino County Sheriffs gave us this photo, drug seized from 3 men who attempted to bring meth, marijuana, and pills into the Hard Summer Music Festival. We did reach out to the festival as well as the Speedway here. They told us to talk to the organizers, the festival themselves, who issued this statement on behalf of Hard. Quote, "We're deeply saddened to learn about the deaths of 3 people who attended the festival this weekend. While the causes of the deaths have not been determined, we ask everyone to keep them in their prayers." There is much more to this story, including the LA County Board of Supervisors really took drastic measures to try to change the law to prevent similar deaths from happening, but then where this was being held was moved to another area before they could enact anything into law. We're going to have much more on this in the next hour, but for now, reporting live, I'm Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.
Christina, thanks so much. We'll see you at 6 o'clock. And let's get to some breaking news also in the city in Fontana this evening. Sheriff's deputies right now are looking for 3 missing teens who told their families that they were going hiking in the Angeles National Forest. They're identified as 19-year-old Daniel Gamboa, 18-year-old Casey Vance, and 17-year-old Samantha Ornelas. They took off on Saturday, and they have not returned home since. Detectives say that Daniel Gamboa's credit card was used in Rancho Cucamonga just after midnight on Sunday. The 3 are believed to be in Gamboa's truck with a very distinct logo on the tailgate. You can see it in the video right there that was just on the right side. Police believe they may have gone hiking near Mount Wilson.
We also have a phone ping that indicates a location near Mount Wilson in the Angeles Forest. Currently, we are working with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department search and rescue teams who have conducted aerial flights and searches on the ground.
We have some more information regarding that truck. Look at your screen right here. It is a white 2008 Toyota Tundra. It has the license plate number 8M25525. Anyone with information is being asked to call the Fontana Police Department.
Another story we're following, former LA County Sheriff Lee Baca will stand trial on federal corruption charges after withdrawing his guilty plea today. Ktla 5's Corrine Winter is live in downtown LA with today's stunning developments for us. Hi, Corrine.
Hi, Courtney. Good evening. That's right. Former Sheriff Lee Baca, he gave quite a passionate statement to the media today, saying despite the trial he now faces in September, that he's in high spirits.
I need to set the record straight about me and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department on misleading aspects of the federal investigation.
Defiant words from disgraced former LA County Sheriff Lee Baca following a move by his attorneys to take his case to trial. The 74-year-old initially pleaded guilty to his role in a massive jail corruption scandal where he admitted to lying to authorities during a federal probe on alleged inmate abuse by deputies. Now he's withdrawing that plea, one he says he only agreed to avoid a lengthy trial and to spare his family the heartache.
Why? I made this decision due to untruthful comments about my actions made by the court and the U.S. Attorney's Office that are contradicted by evidence in this case.
Federal Judge Percy Anderson rejected Baca's initial plea agreement that would have involved a 6-month sentence. Time, Anderson argued, wasn't harsh enough given the severity of the case. Instead of gambling with a longer sentence, the judge was sure to hand down, with Baca facing a maximum 5 years behind bars. His legal team chose to take this case to trial.
He's really in a fight for his life at this point.
Baca's attorneys had argued due to his Alzheimer's disease, he's reportedly in the early stages, he shouldn't have to serve time in prison, but added their client's mental state now and during the federal probe will be a crucial factor in the upcoming trial that they're confident they'll win.
In a progressive neurological disease, that he is going to have accelerated periods where his physical and mental capabilities are going to diminish.
Baca's former undersheriff has already been sentenced to 5 years in prison. 9 other defendants who were with the sheriff's department, they've also received various sentences. As for Lee Baca, he faces 15 to 20 years in prison if convicted. That's the latest in downtown Los Angeles tonight. Corinne Winter, KTLA 5 News.
And now to the very latest on election 2016 and Donald Trump's campaign under intense fire once again tonight. Republicans and Democrats alike are rebuking controversial comments that Trump made to the family of a fallen soldier whose DNC speech went viral. KTLA 5's John Fenoglio live in the newsroom this evening with more. John.
Well, Mark, that's right. Donald Trump is again embroiled in a controversy of his own making after he criticized the parents of a slain Muslim American soldier. The family is fighting back, but Trump doesn't appear to be backing down.
Khizr Khan, the father of an Iraq War veteran killed in 2004, is saying what a lot of Democratic and Republican leaders are thinking.
Enough is enough. Every decent Republican has rebuked his behavior, yet nobody had stood up and said, enough, stop it. You will not be our candidate.
Mr. Khan and wife Ghazala appearing on a round of interviews Monday to condemn Donald Trump's divisive comments about Muslims. Rarely one to de-escalate a conflict, Trump firing back, tweeting, "Mr. Khan, who does not know me, viciously attacked me from the stage of the DNC and is now all over TV doing the same. Nice." Trump referring to the Khan's appearance last week at the Democratic National Convention, where he accused the Republican nominee of Islamophobia.
Have you even read the United States Constitution?
Those comments prompting Trump to attack Sunday, taking aim at Mrs. Khan. Democrats pouncing on the controversy, from Hillary Clinton to the president.
No one has given more for our freedom and our security than our Gold Star families.
Trump's feud with the military family is also causing blowback within his party, with leaders in Congress and the Senate all condemning Trump's attack on the Khan family. Senator John McCain, who is a former prisoner of war, issued a scathing statement, saying, "In recent days, Donald Trump disparaged a fallen soldier's parents. He has suggested that the likes of their son should not be allowed in the United States. I cannot emphasize enough how deeply I disagree with Mr. Trump's statement. I hope Americans understand that the remarks do not represent the views of our Republican Party, its officers, or candidates."
And the veterans of foreign wars also released a statement condemning Trump's comments. Mr. Trump is campaigning in Ohio and Pennsylvania today. He has not responded to the latest controversy. I'll have more from the campaign trail coming up at 6:30. For now, I'm John Fenoglio. Court, Mark, back to you.
John, thanks so much. We'll see you then. And following the Democratic convention and amid Donald Trump's missteps with the Khan family, Hillary Clinton has retaken the lead in several major new polls. The latest one, CNN ORC poll, it was released today, has Clinton leading Trump right now 52 to 43%. That amounts to a 7-point bounce for Clinton following the DNC. The number is very similar in today's CBS News poll. That survey has Clinton leading Trump 46 to 39 among registered voters. The CBS poll also shows the unfavorable views of Hillary Clinton have dropped since the convention from 56 to 50%.
In other news, the CDC has placed a travel warning for South Florida. This as the state confirmed 10 more homegrown cases of Zika infections. That brings the total number of Zika cases from local mosquitoes to 14. CDC officials are warning any women who are pregnant or considering pregnancy to try to avoid the area just north of downtown Miami. That seems to be where the Zika is spreading the most. 6 of the 10 new cases were people who had no symptoms. They were identified by workers going door to door testing people.
Spraying, you have to get rid of that still water. Casey Montoya is here this early evening to give us a look on the weather. Casey, I don't have to say it is hot outside.
Yeah, and it's a little muggy too, and that's one of the reasons why we had a chance of seeing some thunderstorm activity this afternoon. You can see not much activity except near the Lucerne Valley this afternoon, though we are going to keep the potential of seeing thunderstorms, just a slight chance in the forecast for tomorrow and even into Wednesday. Today we made it up to 85 degrees, which is almost to normal. Those overnight low temperatures, though, 4 degrees above average. And outside right now, still pretty warm, but thankfully not that many triple digits right now. 96 degrees in Palmdale, 89 in Ontario and Chino, and 81 degrees in Long Beach. Details on your work week forecast, including the weekend, coming up.
All right, Casey, thanks so much for that. Coming up on the Ktla 5 News at 5 o'clock, officers opening fire on a suspect, and this is right near a courthouse. We're live with Aaron Myers.
Good evening. We have learned the identity of that suspect and why officers opened fire. I will have that coming up in a live report.
Aaron, thanks. Also, security cameras are rolling during this dramatic rollover crash. Up next, we'll tell you how the driver managed to survive this horrific wreck that sent his car flipping.
Am I in the Twilight Zone?
Disbelief in court. Find out what happened that completely shocked and angered that judge right there.
And an exciting day for young ladies across Southern California. We will have details on how to earn a spot on the Pasadena Rose Court when the Ktla 5 News at 5 returns in a few.